TRIN, moving around the world, touching the untouched, reaching the unreached, and impacting the nations. Large rice fields and broad rivers, stifling heat and bustling with people and vehicles. India. Its people are friendly and welcoming, but behind their ever-present smiles lives much pain, sadness and emptiness. They visit temples, worship gods and follow rituals. The people of India are searching for that one God who loves them and can redeem them. TRIN works worldwide, building orphanages and children's villages, working together with local people. In India alone live millions of orphans. Abraham Kuchipudi is an example of TRIN working together with the local community. Kuchipudi is pastor in the city of Tinali and trains about 150 church leaders. His passion: to reach and help the most poor.
And this is my orphanage with 43 kids here. See this guy. Here is a 6-year-old girl. Her name is Blessy, and her parents were died with HIV, and she's also suffering with pneumonia. These kids are going to school regularly. We are living 43 kids in 3 rooms. We need a big house to accommodate 43 kids.
TRIN sponsors each child living in this orphanage. Through TRIN's help, they all get education, clean clothes, food, a roof over their heads, and much love and attention. He's 6 years old and lives in a tent. Jimmy is an orphan. His parents both died of AIDS. Jimmy doesn't go to school. Day in and day out, he has to go out on the streets begging for food. Jimmy lives in inhuman conditions, and he never knows if he'll make it through another day. To one day wake up in a dry home, to go to school and play with friends, that's the big dream of this orphan. Jimmy is one of the thousands of children on our waiting list for a safe place in one of the children's villages we're planning to build. And you can help Jimmy's dream come true. TRIN's aim is to reach and touch the unreached. India has a population of more than 1 billion people, of whom 80% are Hindu. The Indian people live according to a caste system. Around 160 million Indians belong to the lowest caste in the country. These people have no human rights and are considered to be the filth of the nation. These people have never heard about Jesus. This is Raikumar, 28 years old and paralysed from birth. He's been lying on the streets since his teenage years, and no one has ever touched him. In India, millions of people live like Raikumar, waiting for help and a loving touch. With our various teams, we work in these slums. Some people here have been lying by the side of the road for 30 years, waiting to die. TRIN enters the slums to bring hope and a future to its people. We achieve this through our cuddle teams, distributing food and drinking water, spreading the gospel, education and improving houses.
Zo blij zijn met een broodje. En gewoon liefde geven. En gewoon fun met ze hebben en lol met ze maken. Dat is gewoon het mooiste dat er is. Het is heel indrukwekkend ook. Het blijft wel op je netvlies staan. Dit,
Ik ga dat nog eens, hè.
In each of the slums we work in, we give people the opportunity to give their lives to Jesus. Already thousands have done so, starting flourishing congregations.
ఈరోజు మీరందరూ
who is saying, yes, I want to follow Jesus.
అవునయ్యా నాకు యేసు ప్రభు కావాలి, నేను యేసు ప్రభునే నమ్ముకుంటాను, ఇతరులను విడిచిపెడతానని గనుక ఒక
I
తీర్మానం
believe
తీసుకుంటే,
he is the Son of God.
యేసు ప్రభువే దేవుని కుమారుడని నమ్మితే,
If you do that,
మీరు అలా చేయగలిగితే ఈ రోజు
you give your heart back to Jesus.
మీ హృదయాన్ని యేసు ప్రభు వారికి ఇవ్వండి.
Samuel works with us in the slums.
I think some of them, they may be praying to God due to their hunger and poverty, so that God sent their children all the way from Holland to feed God's people. God is same in Holland and in India. God hears the cry of Indian people, and He inspired the Holland Dutch people to come out here.
TRIN wants to invest in young people's futures. Through evangelism and training, we want to help an army of young people step out in faith. We teach them about miracles and signs and challenge them to live out their dreams and let God work the impossible throughout their lives. It's our goal to reach 2 million young people with the gospel next year. We want to train them and send them out to the whole of India. We'll do this by working together with local churches and by training pastors. TRIN visits these churches to encourage and educate them. We challenge you to help us reach the following goals: to reach 2 million young people with the gospel, to train and send out these young people, to build a children's village for 3,000 orphans, to improve housing conditions in 100 slums. To reach these goals, we need €165,000. We'll never achieve this without your help. We need your prayer, as well as your financial support. Join us and become a partner.